considering what motivation is. We all know the importance of motivation in pretty much anything that we undertake. So I guess at the very basic level, what motivation boils down to is having the desire to actually do something. So how do we actually get that desire, and where does it come from? The thing with motivation is that it is quite often something that's temporary. So in relative terms, we may be in a state of motivation or not at any one given time. So the way that we conduct ourselves, the way we look at things, will all differ. And one of the major factors behind why those things will differ is what our specific motivation is at any one given time in terms of what we want to achieve. Now, the other thing that's very important to say about motivation is that the reason for people's motivation is not always at the forefront. When you see people doing different things, when you actually see them trying to achieve their objectives, when you see people running marathons, climbing mountains, whatever it is that motivates them to do something is not clear in the actions that we see 99% of the time. So in that way, motivation is actually quite a personal thing. And different people have different reasons to be motivated to do even exactly the same thing. So that makes it difficult for us to read people's motivation, because the reason for motivation is not always at the fore of what we see in other people. From a work point of view, one thing we know is that motivation and demotivation work together. They're actually two different ends of exactly the same scale. You can be motivated to do something, or you can not have a motivation, or you can be demotivated and therefore actively don't want to do something. So it's important to remember that motivation is both positive and negative, and the state of motivation we are in at any one time can vary along that axis from highly motivated to highly demotivated. And whatever that state is we have at any one given time, it will majorly affect our outlook and attitude and how we conduct our activities. One of the other things about motivation is that it can be controlled with attitude. If certain things make us demotivated, it is possible to, with the right attitude, control that demotivation and to put it behind you very quickly and become motivated again, even as a result of setbacks that may occur. The major reason all of those things come together is encapsulated in one single statement. Motivation actually has to be goal-directed behavior. Whatever you are trying to achieve, whatever your target is, you have to have that in mind. That has to form the goal of what you want to achieve, and all of your behavior will come together to either give you the motivation to do something, or if the goal is not important to you, you will not have the motivation to actually do something in a certain way.